The Bible is an evolutionary story, where figures like Abraham and Sarah are not historical people, but symbols of our inner spiritual potential. Abraham is the spirit, the higher self within us. Stories like Jonah and the fish, or talking snakes, are allegories for spiritual development. Abram symbolizes this spirit potential. When he receives the letter H, the breath of spirit, he becomes Abraham, a spiritual awakening. His wife Sarai represents our emotions. When purified, she becomes Sarah, a virgin consciousness ready to birth the spiritual child, our higher self. This inner conflict between spirit and ego is a central theme. Lot, Abram's nephew, symbolizes the desire for the lower, ego-driven life presented by Sodom. This mirrors the conflicts of Adam and Eve with the serpent, and Cain against Abel, the struggle between the minds to hemispheres. Abram's victory over the king of Sodom in Genesis 14 is the first great spiritual victory. The king, representing the ego, offers a deal. Give me the people, you can keep the goods. This is the ego's timeless temptation. Trade your soul for material gain. Abram's refusal is a complete rejection of the ego's bargain, declares he will not take even a thread from Sodom. This is the same lesson from Matthew, where Jesus rejects the devil's offer of worldly kingdoms. So, what is the true tithe? It is not giving 10% of your money. Abram's tithe was a pledge to give 10% of himself, the egoic left hemisphere in meditation, to awaken the right hemisphere. Following this dedication, Melchisedek, the king of Salem, appears. He is not a man, but a spiritual impulse, an energy. He brings bread and wine, symbols of truth and spirit, which have appeared in spiritual traditions for ages. This is the nourishment for the awakened mind. The temple, built without the sound of a hammer, is our own consciousness, constructed in the silence of meditation. Its middle chamber is on the right side, accessed by winding stairs, the rising spiritual energy up the spine. This is not history, it is allegory. As Galatians 4 states, the story of Abraham's sons is an allegory. We have been conditioned by religion and society to follow the ego, leading to fear and division. But the kingdom of God is within you. The true path is to reject the ego's demands and dedicate yourself to the Christ within, the spiritual power in your right brain. Through meditation, you silence the left brain, overcome the ego, and allow the spiritual impulse Melchisedek to open the gates. This is the path to nirvana, to peace, uplifted by the power of the Christ within.